The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, let's talk about him, man. Nonito Donaire, fresh off of his demolition job on Nodine Ubali, 4th round knockout. He has done it again, WBC champion. I believe the oldest bantamweight champion in history, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I heard. But anyway, he's back. He's a champion again. He's continuing his first ballot Hall of Fame career. And now let's talk about what could be next for the Ageless Wonder. What could be next for the Filipino Flash, one of the true legends of the sport, active legends of the sport. He's now WBC champion. And now that he's champion, it opens up a whole big just potluck of options for him. So obviously, let's start with the first one, okay? So in 2019, we had the fight of the year between Donaire and Naoya Inoue. It was one of the greatest fights you're going to see. Truly a modern-day classic. And Donaire took the monster to some deep, dark, uncomfortable places he's never been to before that fight or since that fight. Donaire showed his quality on that night against Inoue. And that's a fight that I really think should happen. I think, if Inoue can get past his fight June 19th, that's a fight that has to happen for him because, I feel like Donaire has done more than enough to earn the rematch. There was many times where, there were a couple of times before the Ubali fight where they were talking about making the rematch, and I didn't think it was a fight that I really wanted to see because Donaire hadn't done anything to make me want to see it. But now that he's champion, now that he's folded up Nordine Ubali like a blue steel chair, and threw him over the top rope like a piece of trash, like Stone Cold Steve Austin used to say. He's really positioned himself for that fight. And I truly think, when you look at the landscape of the 118-pound division, he's truly one of the only guys that could beat Inoue. Because I'll tell you right now, it ain't going to be Gary Russell's not going to beat him. Joseph Beko's not going to beat him. Nikolai Potapov ain't going to beat him. I don't think Michael Das Marinas is going to beat him. Joshua Greer sure as hell ain't going to beat him. There's only a handful of guys that could beat Inoue. And Donaire is at the top of the list. With his level of discipline, dedication, punching power at the weight class, championship experience, confidence, he's going to be a tough out again for Inoue. And, if the monster gets cracked again on the left hook, can he survive this time? Can he really find it within his heart of hearts to beat Donaire a second time? It's a question that I'd love to have an answer for him. And aside from that fight, you look at the other options for him in the division, and they're all Filipino fighters. All of them are Filipino fighters. The WBO champion, as it stands right now, is John Riel Casimiro. He's got a fight coming up with Rigondeaux, so maybe Donaire can fight the winner of that fight. And I think whoever wins that fight will be an attractive option for Donaire because when you look at Casimiro, he's Filipino. Donaire is Filipino. It's an all-Filipino super fight. A lot of money in that. They're both fighting on Showtime. I believe they're both, they're both under that umbrella of fighters. They both have good working relationships with PBC and Al Heyman. So that's a fight that could be made. I would love that fight to happen because I've seen Casimiro train in person. If you're familiar with his work at all, you know that Casimiro's punching way above his weight class. He ain't punched like no damn bantamweight. He's punching like a damn 135, 140 pounder. He's got next level punching power. And the same thing goes for Donaire. Donaire is a next level knockout artist in this weight class as well. So because of the fact that they're both Filipino and the fact that, you have both of them as champions with the punching power they have, I think it's an attractive fight for the networks. It's an attractive fight for boxing fans, and that could be a fight that people want to see. And then obviously Rigondeaux. Now a lot of people say Guillermo Rigondeaux was boring, and I think early in his career that would be a valid point when he was fighting the likes of Drian Francisco and Francisco Cordoba. Those were all valid points. But the thing with Rigondeaux was this: his legs aren't what they used to be, and I think he's kind of realized himself a bit that he's got to not be as boring as he is. And a lot of his last couple of fights have been very entertaining. Go look at the fights with Julio Ceja. A very, very entertaining fight in which he had to dig deep to get a knockout. So I feel like a rematch between Donaire and Rigondeaux will be a fantastic fight. because I really think at this stage of his career, Rigondeaux isn't the boxer and mover he used to be. And you're going to see a Rigondeaux that trades more. And I know that would be a fight that Donaire is very eager to get, because he'd probably like to avenge that loss off his record. So, that's a great matchup. And then a matchup that nobody is going to talk about that I think would also be a good fight would be the regular champion for the WBC, or whatever, the secondary champion, which is Raymar Caballo. Raymar Caballo, he won a fight against Emmanuel Rodriguez, which was a dubious decision, but he's a better fighter than he showed on the night. I think Caballo is a fighter that he's strong, he's sturdy, he's Filipino as well, I believe. So that could be another fight for Donaire. Donaire's got options, though, and I think this win has opened up a whole lot of attractive matchups in the bantamweight division, and really brought some much needed life to the division, because Casimiro and Inoue were supposed to fight last year. It didn't happen, and unfortunately, a lot of fighters have been inactive. So, Lawrence Newton, shout out to Lawrence Newton, one of South Florida's very own, one of the best kept secrets in the 118-pound division. If he was fighting consistently, he'd beat all these guys, but unfortunately, he isn't. So that ain't happening for him right now. But I would like to see him get a crack at any of these guys in the future if they're still there. But Donaire, the ageless wonder continues. I really think he's got a chance in his next fight, if it's against Inoue, to put the cherry on top of what's been a fantastic career from the knockouts against Victor Archinian, Montiel, and now Ubali. To fight Inoue, and if he could beat him, this would just be the cherry on top to what's been a beautiful career. A career with a fighter that has taken on all comers, been a testament to the sport, was one of the only fighters, one of the first fighters to pay out of pocket for year-round VADA drug testing. So you can't ever say he was a cheater or that he tried to get one over on the fans. None of that. All you see in the ring from Donaire is authenticity. Blood, sweat, guts, tears, and just his whole life is in that ring. And all you can do is respect him. All you can do is love him. And all you can do is get behind him as a boxing fan. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the Filipino Flash is going to do with his next option. Hopefully it's Inoue, because I really think he's got a chance to take Inoue to some deep, dark, uncomfortable places and get him out of there in the rematch. And you know what? I might even pick him in the rematch. I don't have a prediction yet, but, he's shown me a lot in the last fight. And I still think there's a whole lot of him to give in that rematch. So I'm going to leave it at that. You guys can leave your comments down below. Make sure you take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.